Hello YouTubers, NFL YouTube prognosticators, and NFL fans everywhere. This is your boy TJ, here to give you my Week 9 picks and predictions for the 2018-2019 NFL season. This happens to be your first time on my channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and come back each and every week for more of the same. Don't forget to click that bell as a reminder. Before I get you with my Week 9 picks and predictions, let us recap at what went down in Week number 8. The Los Angeles Rams remain unbeaten at 8 games, as the Green Bay Packers, my upside pick, could not do it, and the Rams went on to beat the Packers in a very close one in Los Angeles. Patrick Mahomes threw for 4 touchdown passes, as he is still continuing to talk a conversation as MVP. The Chiefs beat the Broncos at Arrowhead Stadium. Deshaun Jackson caught a 60-yard touchdown pass, his 24th 60-plus touchdown pass, passing Hall of Famer Jerry Rice, but not enough, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were losers to the Cincinnati Bengals. And in London, as the Philadelphia Eagles went to London for the first time, Carson Wentz threw for 3 touchdown passes as they ended Jacksonville's 3-game winning streak in the UK by beating them at Wembley Stadium. And with that, here is my Week 8 Yahoo Pick Ems, video picks, and season totals. With that said, let's give you my Week 9 picks and predictions. We first start with the 4 against the spread, 4 over-unders. First game is the Chicago Bears traveling to face the Buffalo Bills. The Bears are favored in this game by 10 points. The Bears may not be without Khalil Mack again, as he didn't play last week. He may not play again this week. Along with him as well is Kyle Long. But I'm not doubting the Bears' defense nor the offense, because the Bills have really nothing in common between these two teams. Nathan Peterman will start for the Buffalo Bills, which is a small price to pay. Bears will take this game minus 10 over the Bills in Buffalo. Total points for this game is 37.5 points. The Bears are 4-3 against the spread. The Bills are 3-5. 37.5 points may be a bit too much, so guess what? Let's keep that point total under 37.5 points between the Bears and the Bills. The second game we're going to look at next has the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to face the Cleveland Browns. The Browns, as you know, have fired their head coach Hugh Jackson and their offensive coordinator Todd Haley. Starting for their interim head coach is Greg Williams, once the defensive coordinator. The Browns were losers, by the way, to the Steelers and Pittsburgh in a game that didn't even have a tie. No way, Jose. The Chiefs, a home win against the Denver Broncos. I see they will not have no problem beating the Browns in this one. Take the Chiefs minus 8 as their favorite to beat the Browns in Cleveland. Total points for this game is 51 points. The Chiefs are 7-1 against the spread. The Browns are 5-3. The point total is right about there because the Chiefs can score points. So guess what? Take the points over 51 points between the Chiefs and the Browns. Third game we're going to look at next is the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to CenturyLink Field in Seattle to face the Seattle Seahawks. The Chargers are coming off their 1-week bye. The Seahawks are coming off a win on the road in Detroit over the Lions. The Seahawks are favoring this game by a point and a half. The Seahawks are coming back strong, especially on offense, as they have won 2 of the last 3 games. I don't see the Chargers really much of a threat here because they're coming off a bye and they're probably going to be a little bit rusty. So the Seahawks at home, I think, will take those points minus 1.5 over the Chargers in Seattle. Total points for that game is 48 points. The Chargers are 3-4 against the spread. The Seahawks are 4-2-1 against the spread. It's a high-scoring game, and I definitely tell you to take those point totals over 48 points between the Chargers and the Seahawks. The last game we're going to look at against the spread and over-under has the Green Bay Packers traveling to Gillette Stadium to face the New England Patriots in the battle of a GOAT versus GOAT of a team. The Packers, the last time out, this is their second road trip. Loses to the Rams, in which I wanted them to be upset winners, but they failed to do it. Ty Montgomery fumbled the ball instead of kneeling it in the end zone for a touchback, and he got sent to the Baltimore Ravens for a future draft pick. And Clinton Dix was also traded, so that also is going to stir a little bit of trouble in the secondary with the Packers. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots were winners on the road against the Buffalo Bills. They played a stinker of a first half on Monday night, but they sprayed that field and they were able to get the win big over Buffalo. Josh Jordan did not play in that game because of disciplinary reasons. He's likely going to play in this one. And this is going to be a close game. I like the Packers to win this game, but it's going to be a small price to pay. I think the Patriots, who are favoring this game by 5.5, take those 5.5 points over the Packers in Gillette Stadium. Total points for this game is 56.5 points. The Packers are 3-4 against the spread. New England is 5-3. Like I said, it's going to be a small price to pay. New England is just going to be that type of a team in which you just don't know what to expect out of one or both teams. So I'm going with the under 56.5 points between the battle of the GOATs of the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, and the GOAT of Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. So those are my Week 9 against the spread and over-under games. Now here are the rest of my Week 9 picks for this week. Thursday Night Football, Raiders and 49ers. Raiders were losers to the Colts their last time out in Oakland, and the 49ers were losers on the road against the Cardinals in Arizona. I have the 49ers winning this game because the fact is the Raiders are just playing rebuild, and I'm not sure what John Gruden is thinking about right now as a tanking. So I got the 49ers in the toilet flushing game to beat the Raiders in San Francisco. Steelers and Ravens. Steelers were winners in Pittsburgh over the Browns, and the Ravens were losers to the Panthers in Carolina. Steelers the last time out lost the Ravens in Sunday Night Football previously, so I'm going to take the Steelers to win over the Ravens in this one. Bears, I told you, will beat the Bills. Buccaneers and Panthers. Buccaneers were losers to the Cincinnati Bengals, in which Jameis Winston was benched and brought back in Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the Panthers were winners over the Ravens, and I think the Panthers will do it again in convincing fashion. Chiefs, I told you, would beat the Browns. Jets and Dolphins. Jets losers to the Chicago Bears at Soldier Field, and the Dolphins losers to the Texans in Houston. For some reason, the upset is just there for me. I'm picking the Jets in the upset. Lions and Vikings. Lions were losers to the Seahawks in Ford Field at their home stadium, and the Vikings were losers to the New Orleans Saints in their home stadium in Minnesota. I gotta take the Vikings because they can't lose 2 straight games at home. Vikings will win. Falcons and Redskins. Falcons just coming off their bye, and the Redskins beating the New York Giants at MetLife Stadium. Aaron Peterson should have a big game for the Redskins, and will Clinton Dix play in this game as he makes his debut for the Redskins? Whether he plays or not, the Redskins will be too much for their Falcons. So the Falcons still have some bad defense on their end, and coming off a long layover, I just don't see Atlanta winning this game outside the dome of Atlanta. So I'm picking the Redskins to beat the Atlanta Falcons at FedEx Field. Texans and Broncos. Texans beat the Miami Dolphins at NRG Stadium, and the Broncos were losers to the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. Demaryius Thomas was just acquired by the Texans for a draft pick for the Broncos in this game. If he plays, I think he may or may not. Won't make a difference. The Texans winners of 5 straight games. I want to pick the Broncos, but I can't pick them at this point. The Texans are doing too good, especially with D'Antonio Hopkins. Too much. Texans win. Chargers and Seahawks. Chargers coming off their bye. I have the Seahawks winning this game. Rams and Saints. Game of the week number 1. Rams come from behind winners over the Packers, in which they should have lost, to be honest with you. The Saints winners over the Minnesota Vikings at US Bank Stadium. The Saints have a 6-game winning streak going on right now, and the Rams, of course, 8. Someone has to lose, and I think the Saints will bring the Rams back to earth. This time, this should be an NFC Conference Championship battle later in the season, but in this one, I'm taking the Saints to beat the Rams and give the Rams their first loss of the season. Sunday Night Football, Packers and Patriots. I told you the Patriots should beat the Packers, but it could be very, very close. Monday Night Football, Titans and Cowboys. Both of these teams had byes last week, so who in the heck should be the winner? Cowboys will have Amari Cooper and their debut with Dallas at Jerry's World. Their little toy is there. Titans didn't do anything in the trade deadline, so I'm picking the Cowboys over the Titans on Monday Night Football. Teams with a bye week are the Arizona Cardinals, Cincinnati Bengals, Jacksonville Jaguars, and of course my Philadelphia Eagles. If any of these teams are on your fantasy team starting this week, please put them on the bench and replace them with other players for week 9. Well guys, that will wrap it up for my week 9 picks and prediction. What are yours? Post and comment who your picks are going to be for this week, who's your upset pick going to be, who's your lock for this week. My upset pick again this week will be the New York Jets. For some reason, I like the Jets. They've been winning, but I think they'll win in Miami this week. Once again, shout out to all my YouTube prognosticators who does the same thing I do each and every week. If you want to check out their YouTube channel, their link is down below the description box. If you'd like to join us on our Facebook page, we talk football each and every day, each and every week. The link is down there below the description box as well. Thanks so much for watching me for week number 9. I will see you guys right back here for week number 10. Once again, if you like the video, as always, click that thumbs up. Till then, take care, be safe.